excited to show you the new Color Swatch Teal collection. New year, new color swatch series, and we've mixed it up a bit. I've added some new items and the designs are all fresh and exciting. So here we go with teal. Super excited. I hope you like it. I'll be walking you through it all. Stay tuned. Let's get started with the 12 by 12 papers for Color Swatch Teal. You can see there are 10 double-sided papers, 5 different sheets, 2 of each. So a total of 10 designs. And we have our bonus paper on the back side of the cover, which is lovely butterflies. You can see the papers are loaded with lots of different textures and handwriting and engravings and all kinds of things, so that it's not just a flat paper. All right, so that is our cover and the bonus paper. And then we have these gorgeous teal peonies. And again, lots of texture in here, lots of depth. I like to design things in the corners to kind of give you anchors for your pages, or even for card making. Think about, cutting this section for a nice card, or maybe you want to cut here. That would make a nice area for a sentiment. And on the back side here is a textured polka dot. Hopefully you can see a lot of watery splashes, lightly textured, for a nice, subtle, clean, kind of minimalistic background. And we have another botanical, paper number 2. Lots of texture, canvas type texture and typography in the background, watery splashes, and some beautiful teal botanicals. And on the back side of that is a darker solid. Again, very textured, not just a flat solid. Great foundation. Paper number 3 is a botanical. Again, I put like remnants of a photo frame in here to give you an anchor to help you start your page. There's some remnants of stitching, and there's lace and a variety of textures to give the page a lot of depth. Bring it back down here where you can see it all. But again, it gives you anchors to start your projects, to create cards, whatever you may desire with this. And again, we've got some butterflies, really pretty botanicals. And on the back side of this one is a stripe. Everyone needs a stripe. So a classic pattern paper with lightly textured, lightly distressed. Paper number 4 is a more airy botanical, not so heavy, just light bits of branches with a couple of butterflies. And again, a kind of page starter with the stitched frame, remnants of the stitched frame that you can use to start your page, or it really doesn't even interfere if you want the majority of your composition to be over here. It's not going to be affected by this. It also gives you some nice elements for card making and for your journals as well. And on the back side here is a distressed quatrefoil. Very subtle. It's not tonal, it's white on blue or white on teal. But it'll give you a minimalistic background for your pages. And paper number 5, our final paper, is a bold botanical across the bottom with lots of texture, ledger, bits of ledger, canvas texture. You can see some tape in here. A vintage, yet kind of still modern vibe. The botanicals are fresh and brightly colored. And on the back side of this one is a tonal pattern with little bits of writing and advertisements and texture to again give you a light foundation for a minimalistic kind of background, a good thing to get started on. So there we have our 5 different papers. Remember you get 2 of each in the pack, and 10 designs, a different design on each side of the paper. And that is the 12 by 12 Color Swatch Teal collection pack. Okay, here we have the 6 by 8 collection pack for Color Swatch Teal. It is 18 pattern papers, 6 designs, and you get 3 of each. So let me just go through it with you. We've got our cover sheet and the bonus paper on the back of the cover. So then we've got one. I probably should have separated this out, but I didn't. So we'll go through all of them. You can see on the back is just a very faint polka dot. And on the front is teal peonies. Lots of layers, lots of texture. I like putting things in the corner to leave the center open, kind of like a pre-made paper for you, or pre-made page. And again, we have this one. So again, 3 copies of it with the botanicals off to the side. You can see lots of text and texture in the layers here. And on the back, we have a textured solid. And this one has the vintage bits of frames, which I just love. It gives you a great foundation for starting things. And even think about like trimming right here makes a great card front. You can put your sentiment on there. And the back has a stripe, which is like an essential classic. Everybody needs stripes. So we've got our 3 designs of that one. And another botanical here with a vintage frame and stitching. Again, kind of anchoring things, but you don't have to use the whole page as you see it here. You could just use bits and pieces and think about how the corners anchor you. And on the back of this one is a very faint, you see it there in the white, quatrefoil with some text remnants and ephemera remnants and texture. Just a nice background paper. All right, so we've got those 3. Then of course, never enough butterflies in my world. So we've got all the teal butterflies going down the side, and you can see all the layers with the writing and the engravings and typography. And on the back side is a textured tonal pattern, another essential classic. So if you don't want to use the butterflies, the back is really versatile. And we've got 3 of those. And then we've got this one with the botanicals across the bottom and a bunch of paint and texture. And on the back side of this is a tonal textured design. I hope I'm holding these where you can see them okay. So again, 3 of those. And then we've got the back side and an extra of the butterflies. And this time the butterflies are on the right-hand side. So you can see you could do a 2-page layout with that. All right, so that is the 6 by 8 pack. And let me show you what else we have in this collection. Can you see this here? Yeah, this is something new. Project totes. I was doing project totes on my site. I'm still going to be doing some project totes on my site. But they were so loved, and so many retailers were wanting to know how they could get them wholesale, and it was just too much for me. So we started doing them with the collections for 49andMarket this year to give them a go. You can see there's a cute little 49 charm here done in the teal and the tag, and they're a really nice quality, a different quality than the ones on my site. These are lined and they come packaged. So it's like a pre-kit. So you can see here, it's an exclusive project tote with mini laser cuts. Yes, you heard, mini laser cuts. Ephemera Stackers, Acetate Assortment, and enamel dots. So let's take a look. All right, so we've got Acetate Assortment. And you heard that right too. It's not just acetate leaves, it's acetate assortment. So there's a variety of things in here. And we've got our Ephemera Stackers. And we've got the mini lasers. Yep, little itty bitty versions. And we've got enamel dots. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's first look at the mini lasers. So we do have full lasers, and then we have minis. So minis are going to be helpful for card makers and journalers, people who do smaller format projects. And I'm super excited about them because that includes me. I love doing smaller format things. So you can see here we've got lace and buttons and botanicals, tags, postage, all sorts of things. And then this sheet is all botanicals and butterflies. Really beautiful, really essential. And one of the things this year is all of the botanicals for all the color swatches I've sourced and are, I would say, 90% different. So it's not just a recoloring, it is a fresh look that you're gonna want to collect them all. And here's our cover sheet with the back fussy cut sheet. So we've got some palettes for you, some stitch sentiments. I'm gonna just set that over there. Okay, let's go into our acetate assortment. You can see on the back here, all the different things in there. So really amped it up, and I should get myself a piece of white paper for these. I have white paper close by. Oh, where did it go? Let's see. Oh, here. All right, so I've got a piece of white paper so that you can see the acetates as I show them. So we've got, butterflies like we had before, and the branches with the leaves. So lots of butterflies, but we've got some botanicals now. More botanicals, more leaves, butterflies. And if you saw my video for the Wherever collection, you'll see that one has an assortment too. So there's a beautiful peony, another peony, and more leaves. Some of them are watery, some of them are not. And we've got palettes. I think these could be really fun. Think of all the different things you could do with these. Really amps up your creativity with the acetates and the transparency factor. Mix them with the film strips. So many fun things you can do. All right, so lots of leaves, lots of botanicals. This is packed. There are 74, and look, did you see this? Let me clear off a little place. I even put a caterpillar in there. Super cute. And another chubby caterpillar. He's fun. All right. So 74 pieces. Sure to inspire your creativity. And that, my friends, is the acetate assortment for Color Swatch Teal. Next in the little bundled project tote is the Ephemera Stackers. So let me open that up here and pull these out so you can see. All right. And we've got the Ephemera Stackers. So there are 60 pieces in here. And you can see them all on the back. And the thought with these is there's a variety of weight. So this is like a light text weight, and this is a heavier cardstock. So you can mix these and tuck them under things, poke them out from behind things. So there's a variety of sizes and a variety of types of elements to help you create ephemera stacks. So we've got different envelopes, excuse me, and cards and file tabs, more ephemera labels. I like these little circles, great to add a little rub-on onto and tuck in. So it's a mix of teal and a neutral color for some contrast. All the labels, and again, this is like text weight. Some different ephemera pieces. Very easy to tear and to crumple. Got some extra large postage. A little receipt. Smaller postage. More ephemera and an advertising page. So a whole variety of things to stack on your pages to coordinate with the vintage, or no, I'm sorry, with the color swatch teal. All right, so that concludes what is in the Project Tote bundle. So I'm gonna set this aside here. And let's go on to the full-size laser cuts. So these are the 6x12, just like what we've been doing, our regular size laser cuts. And on the back, we have a fussy cut sheet. We've got some palettes and some ephemera. And then we've got the 2 sheets, or 4 6x12, depending on how you look at it, of lasers. So the first 2 are an assortment of different elements and frames, tags, labels, sentiments, lace. And then the second sheet is butterflies, leaves, botanicals, caterpillars, all in teal and all beautifully laser cut and ready for you to work with it. So those are the teal full-size laser cuts. You can see there's 109 elements. I think it's a great variety of things to help you build a really creative project. All right, set that one aside. Then my favorite, rub-ons. Gotta love the teal rub-ons. So we have changed the size on our rub-ons to 6x12, and you get 3 sheets in here. And the back cover is also a great addition, easy for you to tear and use for different projects, tear or cut. And then we've got 3 sheets. So we've got a couple botanical sheets with the palettes, some text blends and butterflies and botanicals, and a second sheet with different botanicals and butterflies and text blends, and then a third essential sheet with sentiments, text blends, some grid transfers, a large title, a good assortment of things for a variety of projects. All right, our last couple of things is the teal frame set. So there are 20 different frames in here, and they are teal and neutral, and with stripes and without. We've done these before and everyone's really loved them, and we're hoping you love them in this collection as well. So a variety of sizes, square and rectangle. See on the back, it says what you're gonna get here are the 2x3, 3x4, 4x6, 2x2, 3x3, and 4x4. So a great assortment, perfect for all your projects. So that is the Color Swatch Teal frame set. And then lastly is the Color Swatch Teal repositionable fabric tape. So let's take a look here. We've got 3 rolls. It's a bigger box this time. We've got a longer roll. So it's allowing for a little bit more variety. So you can see all the botanical. It's a longer repeat. Great for binding, great for backgrounds. And it is repositionable, but if you're gonna mount things on top of it, I recommend gluing it down to make sure that it doesn't change on you. And then a solid color strip. And this strip is a collage of ephemera and palettes. Really versatile, really fun. I think this one's 1 3/4 inches, if I remember right. So good variety, and that sums up our teal collection. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you get it all and hold on to it so that you have it to work with all kinds of projects, because you know our collections work with each other. Everything I design generally can go from one collection to the next, and this one will be one that you will go back to again and again. All right, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them below and I'll get back to you. All right, thank you. Bye.